Now, early.
Tune in amp, sister. And you tune in amp.
Yes, and you tune in amp. Now, I said earlier that we was not going to accept any callers. So even though I thought I had a little bit of power, it got taken away from me. They want to hear from the callers and callers. We want to remind you that you will have a 1 minute to make your point or your question, and if there is any, I'm told that we have to hear both sides of the stories. We already know both sides of the story, Gene.
In conservative Louisiana, and we know the mindset, and we always have to work hard to educate our brothers and sisters, those who don't think outside of the box.
And they didn't call the big man, and the big man just got through from calling me and telling me, excuse me, we want to hear from the callers. But also, Mr. June Anders with Business to Business that comes on Fridays,
yes.
Brother Jay,
yes.
he mentioned that he would love for us to do like a part 2, maybe on his segment later on, maybe in a couple of weeks or so. He would love for us to come. Yes. I mean, us. Yes. He would love for Dr. Wesley and Brother Dimitri, and of course us, to come back on for part 2.
We know when we was gonna get these brothers on, it was gonna be dynamic. We could use those words to describe the show, brothers.
And look, we don't have whatever. When the caller call in, if you got to chop, you chop. You do whatever you have to do, you know.
This is Louisiana?
Yes, it sure is. So caller, you can call in at 337-534-0036. Dr. Wesley?
Yes, ma'am. And I think myself and Brother Dimitri, I think we're happy to receive calls from the callers. We are, I believe, well prepared by the Honorable Brother Minister Farrakhan to respond with love to our people. If our people knew better, our people would speak better and we would do better. So I think we are pretty battle tested. I don't think either one of us has a problem with receiving the calls.
And I would add to that, Dr. Wesley, you're so right. You know, we want feedback. We want to hear from those who are sincere. And I understand that you all as hosts, you know all too well that oftentimes there are persons who call in who have an agenda and is not a sincere interest in hearing the truth. But I'm intrigued because, you know, for so many years, the propagandists who have wanted to blame the Nation of Islam for Malcolm X's assassination have never cared anything about hearing both sides of the story. They have never cared anything about hearing the narrative of those who believe in the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who believe in Minister Farrakhan, and who are the membership of the Nation of Islam. But now in southern Louisiana, you have 2 members of the Nation of Islam who are, by our very presence on this station, busting the old tired trope that the magnificent message of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is only of an appeal to those who may have come out of prison or who may have been living a street life. But you have 2 intelligent black men who have been on these airwaves, providing facts and documentation to offer a defense for a man that this government hates and for a movement that this government hates. And now all of a sudden, there appears to be a cry that both sides of the story need to be heard. I don't believe that. I do not believe that. You've had the last word for the last 56 years. And now the students of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan are rising all over America and the world to vindicate a man worthy of being defended. And now all of a sudden you have an interest in wanting both sides of the story to be told? Miss me with that.
The nerve.
Yes, and we have the phone line is loaded. Caller, you have a quick question